Welcome to the Parlour Coffee House Sessions. I'm Jan Hall from Folk Roots Radio. Singer-songwriter Gregor Botting from Petrolia Ontario was a finalist in the Canada South Songwriting Competition at the 2016 Kingsville Folk Music Festival. He's just released his debut album, Never Saw a Thing Coming, and likened to a young John Prine, the recording features 11 original songs about life, loss and nostalgia for the way things used to be. And Gregor Botting is our special guest in the Parlour Coffee House Session studio today. He's coming up right now. Enjoy.
All right, so this song is Hippie Girl, and it's basically just, it's a song about nostalgia. And, I guess whenever things go south, you get over it, and eventually you're left with just remembering the good times. So the chorus, I romanticize her. That's pretty much sums the whole thing up. So here it is. Well, she's a new age hippie girl. She's naive to the real world. Would make it better if she could, with a candle and a crystal charm. It's so cute, and she is too. She sings along to Joni Mitchell tunes. Well, Carrie, it is her song, and wears a red maple on her arm. Lights up a room when she smiles, does it all without even trying. It's all a mystery that can't be solved. And it's a sweet little song she sings, still a little wild for her wings. Well, when I had her with me, I had it all. I romanticize her, that I don't grow tired. In a prime like a vintage wine, taking me higher. Remember one day driving that highway of diamonds, a summer Sunday morning. It could have stayed that way. Sky of perfect cotton and sugar magnolia playing beside me, eastbound beauty, and not a thing to change. Sunlight and her lip gloss dancing, looking so cool in her gold sunglasses. Went through her fingers that lucky old breeze, and smiling with those sweet old tunes, along into the afternoon. Those hours like the frame around a masterpiece. I romanticize her, that I don't grow tired. In a prime like a vintage wine, taking me higher. Things come and go and some endure. They say hearts heal, but I'm not sure. We broke along the way. First love turned to pieces, changed. How did it turn out this way? Not gonna lie, it took a while before I thought of her and I could smile. I can't remember now why we threw it all away. I close my eyes to see her now, still beautiful, I have no doubt. She crosses my mind more than I care to say. I picture all those better times, witty blonde $1,000,000 smile. Why were we so reckless with it all? And one thing that's still for sure about that pretty little hippie girl, she's still a mystery that can't be solved. I romanticize her, that I don't grow tired. In a prime like a vintage wine, taking me higher. Okay, so this is the title track to my 2017 debut release, Never Saw a Thing Coming. And it's a song about the unexpected, that it's bound to happen to all of us. And I was thinking about Roadrunner cartoons. Whenever someone got hit with an anvil and the stars would go across, so that played a part into the chorus. So here it is. He lives and he dies by the sword he wields. He doesn't wear a suit of armor upon the battlefield. Of the day and the night in which he lives, going 33 years, he can't say where he's been. But he knows enough to see the little things. How his little girl smiles and the song she sings. He can recognize his strokes of luck. But the times that hit him hard left him frustrated, and he never saw a thing coming. Woke up to the stars and a pounding head, struggling to get back up, left with the mystery and the wondering. Didn't see the flash, how could he expect the thundering? Never saw a thing coming. Never saw a thing coming. Well, that joker, he lives in a house of cards. One day they fell down and they fell pretty hard. The kings and queens, they laughed at him. Said, that's all you're good for, why don't you just give in? But he can recognize his strokes of luck. But the times that hit him hard left him frustrated, and he never saw a thing coming. Woke up to the stars and a pounding head, struggling to get back up, left with the mystery and the wondering. Didn't see the flash, how could he expect the thundering? Never saw a thing coming. Never saw a thing coming. Life, it moves along. Things come and things go. And that fool, well, he's a little wiser now, knows it's all unknown. Used to juggle what he couldn't understand. His record was worse than the weatherman's. He never saw a thing coming. Woke up sitting down, it was all a little puzzling. He gets back up, blurry-eyed and stumbling. Didn't see the flash, how could he expect the thundering? Never saw a thing coming. Never saw a thing coming. Never saw a thing coming. All right, this next song is called A Matter of Time, and this song, I was a top 5 finalist at the the Canada South songwriting competition last year, and I played this one at the Kingsville Folk Music Festival. So this is basically, I think I heard a news report about the increase in sales of self-help books and things like that, and then I got thinking about motivational posters, and then I got thinking about Bob Marley, because reggae songs always put me in a good mood, and then I put them together, and this is what came out. So, A Matter of Time. Repeat positive affirmations. Your outlook will change, maybe your destination. It sure can't hurt in those days caught in the rain. And optimism may get you down. The alternative, though, will keep you pinned to the ground. So as you think the world, it will be made. You have to figure it out, you have to give it a try. 'Cause out of the blue there'll be a heavy load sometimes. Oh, it's a matter of time, oh yes it is. We search for things not when it's bright, but when the shadows come and we think we might give up or give out or give in to it all. When all the ladders, they are broken, the snakes are waiting, maybe hoping, with a glint in their eye, just waiting for you to fall. You have to figure it out, you have to give it a try. 'Cause out of the blue there'll be a heavy load sometimes. Oh, it's a matter of time, oh yes it is. One door closes, another opens, they say. From the lemon tree you make the lemonade. And 3 little birds in the morning, they sing reggae, singing, don't worry about a thing, it's gonna be alright. So struggles in this crazy life, the clothes we wear, internal strife, we do just what we can to get through. So heed old sayings and good advice. Ignore the times you didn't think and those you thought twice. The past is all behind, not much you can do. You have to figure it out, you have to give it a try. 'Cause out of the blue there'll be a heavy load sometimes. It's a matter of time. Oh, it's a matter of time. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, this next track is called Bad Day Blues, and I recorded this in Sarnia, Ontario at DNA Studios, DNA Media, and I had a great group of guys on this thing. It was Tim Tanner laying down the drum beats on this thing, and my good friend Roger Fisher from London played lead guitar, and the producer Adam, he brought in this great harmonica player, Greg Wilson from Sarnia as well. And there's lots of breaks in it, and they all had plenty of space to rock out and do their thing. So you're going to get the bare bones version here. So this is Bad Day Blues. Cut my neck shaving, but I think I'll be fine. Have a couple exes, hope I do a better job next time. I cut my neck, but I think I'll be alright. I don't see clearly in the morning, have the same problem at night. And I'm out of cigarettes, why it's only half a pack a day. Top of 2 others, I should probably quit anyway. It says in big and bold, they're gonna be the death of me. I watch and read the news, man, with everything else, what does that mean? And feeling like a gypsy, moving on, it don't last long. Landlady grew tired of the singer and the songs. They're all I have these days, the business and the blues. I make up all the lies and I pretend to know the truth. Now worse than love gone wrong is have it up and disappear. So much left unanswered, I drink whiskey mixed with tears. And it's so watered down, how do I get a buzz at all? The band don't know the shape I'm in, or that she won't return my calls. Now I can take the move, the nervous twitch, the bleeding wound. Well, that silly little woman leaves me frustrated and confused. Does it have to be this way? Is she crazy or plain cruel? She took me to a house of mirrors, and all around me stare the fools. Cut my neck shaving, but I think I'll be fine. Add 1 more to the number, hope I do a better job next time. I cut my neck, a bad day, another sign. I don't see clearly in the morning. I don't see clearly in the morning, oh no. I don't see clearly in the morning, have the same problem at night.
That's Gregor Botting live in the Parlour Coffee House session studio. Great to be able to talk to you tonight, Gregor.
Thank you very much.
I actually first met Gregor at Dale's Friday Coffee House. It's great, you know, when you've got people who are getting started in their career. Gregor has just released his debut album, and I find it very exciting to actually meet people who, you know, have this dream to get out and to develop a bit of a career as a singer-songwriter. And it's really good to be able to see people get to that point where they now have this release. But I want to turn the clock back, and I always like to ask the question, tell us a little bit about how you got started in music.
I don't know. I think just years of living around here. I'm from Chatham, and I think anywhere within the radius of Detroit, FM radio was you were given a pretty good dose of diversity. I think I remember as a kid, my dad always had the 104.3, the oldie station on, so I heard plenty of Smokey Robinson, Motown type stuff, and then on the classic rock station, I remember the Sunday Night Blues, the blues show, which I loved as a teenager, and then once you you start liking guys like Eric Clapton and that. Then you go back to who did they like, and then Crossroads. Then it takes you back to Robert Johnson and things like that. So I like a good dose of music history, and then it just kind of progressed from there. I said I got to get guitar lessons going, and I did that back when I was 14, 15,
and then started writing songs.
I didn't start writing until later in life. Like I wrote terrible stuff, but it wasn't until I think you need a good dose of life experience before you can write anything meaningful, and that didn't really happen until my my early 30s and then just kind of you go through a hard time and then stuff kind of pours out of you, and then that. Still a lot of it's bad, but then you kind of get a couple good lines here and there come together, and then a couple good songs come together, and then you kind of get into a groove where you start writing pretty solid, and then things fade, but then you can kind of always find it again, you hope.
So you got this batch of songs together. You recorded the album actually in Sarnia.
I did.
DNA Media.
Yes.
With Adam Miner. You must have had a lot of fun when you were in the studio.
I did. I had a lot of fun with Adam, and Adam does nothing halfway. I mean, when he gets a hold of something, he's pretty dedicated, and he puts 100% into it.
And that's a big part of it, isn't it? When this is your first album, you really need to be working with people to give you the right sort of support that can help you bring in the right players. I know you were talking about some of the people you played with during the session tonight, but it's really important to get the right people in the studio with you, because this is the first album you produced.
Yeah, I had no clue. I mean, I wrote my songs, for my coffee table type of thing, and I didn't have kind of a vision. I mean, I can hear a band in my head, but I couldn't really articulate it. But when you have a guy like that who knows everyone else in town, and then a few people, and you can get everything together.
So the new album is called Never Saw a Thing Coming.
Yes.
What happens now? Get out there and get some gigs and start sharing as much as you can?
Yep. So right now I'm looking at lining up as many coffee house gigs. So it's just me, but I'll be sitting in the corner, and I know a good number of cover tunes of my heroes type of thing, and then I'll fit in my originals in there. And
what is the long-term plan? I mean, what are you hoping? Obviously, more albums in the future.
So,
do you have aspirations to sell your music to other performers?
So, I mean, that'd be great to kind of, as far as songwriting goes, I'd love to get like if someone could sniff out for a production or a publishing deal rather, that kind of thing. Shop the songs around. Yeah, that would be the ideal game plan for me. I have my roots are here. I have a 8-year-old daughter, so I'm just kind of it's good to hang close to home type of thing at this time in my life.
If people want to learn more about your music, how can they do that?
Yeah, so I put together a webpage. It's gregorbodding.com, and it has links to all the digital places in the digital world that you can get a hold of everything, and that's a good starting point.
And they can pick up a copy of the album through the website?
At this point, they cannot. They'd have to catch me live somewhere. But if they're interested in Spotify and iTunes, Amazon, and all that, that's where they would go.
That's good. Been great to have you join us in the studio today. Right. Gregor Bodding, you've got one more song to play. What are you going to play for us?
I do. This one's going to be called As Fast As You Come, You Disappear.
Gregor Bodding in the Sun Parlour Coffee House Session Studio.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jane. Appreciate it.
Here goes a story, a true crime, a crying shame. It started when you left, before the lights began to fade. I sure as hell cannot recall. When was it, when did I say? When did I say that I will be the ashes and you can be the fire. I'll be the torn and tattered to your refined sense of style, and I will be the roadkill and you can be the tire. In the end, it is all so clear. As fast as you come, you disappear. And I will be the servant to your stiletto heels and the marks that you leave on me. I will keep concealed. When was it that I asked? When did I say I'll take that deal? In the end, it is all so clear. As fast as you come, you disappear. You disappear. You disappear. You disappear. You disappear back into the street of your hustle and deceit. The tools are pretty used to tempt the poor and meek, who at the rate they're going won't inherit anything. It's all been taken. And I will be the sickness to your amusement ride, and I'll be the side effects while you enjoy the high, and I'll suffer with the memories you so simply pass by. In the end, it is all so clear. It is all so very clear. As fast as you come, you disappear. You disappear. You disappear. You disappear.